You hear that? That's the awkward silence of a family dinner after you just got caught vaping. Most vapes contain high levels of nicotine and disappointment. Brought to you by The Real Cost and the FDA.
Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss show. And in today's episode, I'm going to try to do something. I've been thinking about this for a while, but playing video games and talking. So you'll probably hear some button clicking, but overall I won't be having no audio because I don't know how that overall will work with the podcast. So I'm avoiding copyright claims, strikes, any of that stuff, so you'll just hear button clicking, but just know I'm playing video games and chatting, talking about some stuff. But actually, that's what I'm playing is a racing game called Grid. Pretty fun game. I've been streaming it like crazy past few days. I honestly think that's the main reason why I haven't really had a whole lot of active people in my streams, but no, it's a really fun racing game. That's like the thing that everybody needs to know about me is that I love playing video games. But I love racing games. First racing game I want to know if I can like turn audio, music. Let's just turn down the music and then just have it where it's like the audio, the racing is like going off in the background. So let's see what 5 sounds like. Okay, it's like it might be hearable. I don't know, but regardless, but yeah, I've been playing racing games ever since I was a kid. I remember playing there's this one racing game called Tokyo Racer Zero, I think. It was a like old PlayStation 2 game. But I played that. And then it was like before that, I played Mario Kart, of course. I feel like if you're going to be a fan of racing games, you have to play Mario Kart. That just doesn't even make any sense to play racing games but never play Mario Kart. Like, if somebody reaches out to me and they're like, I've never played Mario Kart, I'm like, this is what you need to do. Stop talking to me. Go out and get you a Nintendo device of any sorts. Play you some Mario Kart, whether it's a Wii U or a Nintendo Switch, but do not come back and talk to me until you done played Mario Kart. That, to me, I'm like, nah. That's like, it's offensive. Like, nah, that type of stuff is, I will be offended if somebody told me that. That's why I'm like, I can't wait for the day when I have kids. I hope my kids do like video games. But that's like one of the things that I'm like, not so much scared of, but what I'm like, dang, that could be a possibility where my kids might not care for video games. They might not like it. But I'm like, I feel like in today's generation, like, everybody plays it. I just feel like I'm gonna have them like weird kids that's like, nah, we don't like video games. Like, we like to read books and, you know, be smart and stuff. I'm like, nah, this is a video game house. You gonna play video games and be dumb, alright? No, I ain't gonna say that to them, but no, I mean, like, if they're not into it, then they're not into it. I'm not gonna hold that against them for not being into video games. But I just think it's gonna be weird because I'm like, I play so much of it. You know, you would think like, okay, most kids, when they see like their parents like getting into something, they want to get into it. I know for me, for a little bit, I was like, I remember, not so much like my mom, but I actually know it's like, well, they both play video games, so it had to come from somewhere, but more so with their job. And I don't know, and I think that's probably why I think like that. It's like, you know, a kid's not going to want to do, unless maybe they see their parents are having fun. But I'm trying to think, I don't think I had to ask my parents, I'm like, did you guys ever have fun at your jobs? I feel like the answer is going to be no. My mom works in an office and my dad's a construction worker. And I'm like, based off of some of the stuff they done told me, I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of glad I decided to become a content creator because I'm like, they ain't for me, but I'm like, I think if I had to, I'd probably, like, between them two, because I like lifting stuff, but I don't mind sitting down in an office either, but I got, like, honestly, I'm on, like, some Hannah Montana type stuff. I got, like, both worlds just pretty much living within me. I don't mind doing an office job, but I really don't mind getting my hands dirty, so if I did have to be a construction worker, I definitely would have, but I think there was nothing available, and I, had to work in an office. I'm like, I wouldn't mind. I pretty much like do that already when you think about it. Like, where does it, unless content creators like one of those people that be going around like vlogging and all that stuff and be going out and about, but like, I would pretty much consider what I do an office job. I wouldn't really call it anything else. Like, what else would it be? I sit down and I'm on computers all day. Like, they might not be the ideal computers that everybody else is on, but I mean, I would consider an Xbox a computer. I would consider my laptop. Of course, my laptop is a computer, and then my phone, it's a small computer, but no, I use like, that's one thing I do is like, for those that don't really know too much about me and content creating, I use all the devices that I have, like, that I can use, and that's what I plan on doing next year. It's either going to be next year or some point in time, beginning of this year, but probably next year, but I want to start working on a short film. And there's a short film that I have like built up in my head. I'm actually thinking about doing kind of like a story thing. This card, you is not going to beat me. You is not going to beat me, okay? So just go ahead, get behind me. There you go. All right, but anyways, you guys, now thinking about it, you guys probably can't hear the audio because I might have my mic settings where the audio is not going to, but it has like that 3D audio on my, I think it has that 3D audio on my TV. Speaking of my TV, I don't even have like the best 4K TV. I have like, so I bought my TV. I just got sidetracked. Now I don't remember what I was talking about previously beforehand, but no, so I bought my TV thinking that all 4K TVs were the same. Turns out my 4K TV is not the same. It ain't even the best 4K TV out there. My TV is actually, it can push out 4K quality, but it just depends on like, what, like, I guess the gigahertz or something. I don't know. Or is it the HZ? It's no, the HZ. Gigahertz is actually, no, that's like for the Wi-Fi. It's so, because now I had to look at my laptop, because my laptop screen can push out 240 HZ. So it's like, that's like 4K quality, but at the same time, my laptop, like, the quality or the display ain't 4K, but my TV is, but the HZ is like, it's low. It's definitely low. And plus also with the capture card that I have, it overall, like, I can't get the, 4K quality and stuff. I would have to get a better capture card, but no, I was mad about that. I was offended by that. I was like, hey, yo, why are they giving away TVs, 4K TVs, and they're not even the best? Like, I should have known, because I'm like, my TV, it's pretty big. It's like a 40, or no, it's like a 30 inch, I believe. I think it's a 30. It might be now I forgot how big my TV is. I think it's 32, or it might be 30. It's something, I don't freaking remember, but no, it might be 40. I think it was 40 because, no, my mom, she has a TV, I think that's 46. So mine might be either a 40 or a 42, because I remember I said, no, it's like roughly smaller than yours. But I know there's like one TV that she got in the downstairs area of the house where it's like a 32. And I'm like, my TV looks bigger than that. So, but man, I was like, I know I was happy though when I did get this TV. I mean, the quality is nice now, like playing this racing game. The quality is actually decent. But no, I was like, man, I was mad when I figured that out. Because no, it was, no, so that's what it was. So before, like, when I had like started getting into streaming, I was having like this horrible issue where the screen would flicker. So if you were in my streams like at the start of it all, you probably remember me like going off and yelling like, hey yo, why is my screen flickering? What's the problem and stuff? So yeah, it turns out I actually had like some bad HDMI cables. I needed to get me some 4K HDMI cables instead of like the I don't know, I think it was just like the regular basic ones that comes with like either the TV or console, whatever I was using. But anyways, no, but yeah, I did that. And I was like, I went ahead and I had to go out and get me some 4K cables, because HDMI cables, because bro, I'm telling you, when you're streaming, the last thing that you want to happen is your TV to be flickering and you're trying to play a game and you're caught up in the middle of something. So, and it will be like, sometimes it'll be short flickers, sometimes it'll be long flickers. I'm like, fam, like, that's not good. Like, that's not good at all. I don't like that. So I'm like, that's going to have to stop. And so overall, I was like, man, it was horrible. So I had to go out and get me some cables because I'm like, nah, I can't do this. But I think I went on Google or something and seen that it was like that was like the way of fixing it and stuff. And I was like, man, who honestly can sit there and be like, oh yeah, I can sit through this. This is no problem. Like, why do they even have it where like TVs and stuff is designed to do things like that? Like the dumbest things. And it's like, bruh, like, no, that was like not too long ago to like hop off that topic and on another topic. But no, I remember hearing about like how the Nintendo Switch, they just recently added the feature where it had like a Bluetooth capability so you don't have to like keep your headphones plugged in. I'm like, why wasn't that not added prior before? Like, why are you guys gonna all of a sudden now be like, oh, let's add that now? And I'm like, bruh, like, does that make any sense? You guys should have added that a long time ago. So, but no, I remember hearing about that, and I was like, bruh, like, I don't know, because I used to have a Nintendo Switch, but I traded it in because, no, that was the thing I didn't like. I didn't like the fact that they, out of nowhere, just decided that we were going to add a subscription to it, and I'm like, bruh, I've been playing on this Switch for I don't know how long. Why all of a sudden now you guys decide, oh, we're going to have it where you have to use the... Oh, I'm like looking through some cars real quick. I don't know which car. I think I might... Wait. I'm going to get this BMW, but... No, like, I've had my Nintendo Switch since before they decided to do this whole subscription thing. So that's what my problem is like... You maybe for the newer people, okay, but for people like myself that's already had it, why all of a sudden now you guys decide, oh, we're gonna add that? Like that? Nah, I didn't like that. And so I remember people were trying to defend it, saying like, oh well, Xbox has. I'm like, okay, I knew that from the jump. I knew that from the jump that Xbox had it, because I was like, I'm trying to think. I think I had like a month of free gold. And then eventually I had to go out and get me some more gold. Yeah, I think that's what it was. I had like a month of free gold. And that was like, well, I don't know, because they don't go by Xbox Gold no more. You got to be like an Xbox Pass member to play online and stuff. But I just think that that's dumb, because I'm like, fam, I done bought the console. I'm buying the games. I got Wi-Fi. I done bought this, and now I got to pay. I got to go and get these little codes or cards at the store in order to go and play games online. I'm like, I'm not with that. I'm not with that at all. See, here's the thing. People gotta know, it's like, I'm not cheap. I just don't like to spend unnecessary amounts of money. I'm like, okay, I'm already spending money on the video games. I ain't spent money on the console, okay? I ain't spent money on the electricity and the Wi-Fi and everything else. So I gotta spend an additional amount of money to go and get the Xbox Live Gold or the PlayStation Plus. And I'm like, and here it is. The crazy thing about it is that with Steam, and I'm like, I think that's gonna probably end up being my future, in some time, is just going switching over to PC and playing games on there, so I don't have to, because I'm like, with PC, there's so many different things that you can do, like from modding the video games, there's more video games to play on top of that. And I'm like, and then with some of the games, I can use a controller if I wanted to. So honestly, I'm like, I think that's what I'll just end up doing, is just going out, getting the best PC that I can possibly get, and then actually, no, I take that back. I do have a PC. I'll just have to switch out the old parts that's in it and switch it out with some new parts. So definitely gonna have to do that. Don't know when that will happen, because I think there's like a shipment thing that's going down where it's like the ships ain't shipping and stuff. So it's crazy right now in this world. I'm like, man, I'm telling you, this pandemic, I swear, this pandemic was like a car stopping at a green light and just causing this like domino effect of car accidents. Like, honestly, this pandemic has really messed up so many different things. Like, from movies to video games to what else? Food to anything that's on Earth, it done messed it up. And I'm like, bro, it's crazy. And it was crazy because I know when I was going out and I was getting my phone, my Galaxy S21, and by the way, I'll get to that, my Galaxy S21. But anyways, but no, so I was going out and getting it, and the one that I got was the last one, because they was like, everybody's buying it up because of this chip that's inside of it. And I guess there's this like specialized chip that's like, it's like for computers, like gaming PCs, whether like a bunch of different devices, and they're all like, that stuff is just getting bought out so much because like, because of this pandemic. So I'm like, either they just got to make more, or they have to overall, I guess, yeah, just wait until, I don't know, just pretty much make more in things. Because I'm like, you're gonna rely on people to do stuff. They're gonna try to charge you an arm and a leg for stuff, talking about, oh, for a PlayStation 5 you gotta give an extra $300-400 for it. And I'm like, bruh, what are you adding to it that's giving me a reason to spend that much on it? And people was really trying to like argue and defend it, talking about, oh, it's a supply and demand thing. I'm like, well, listen, you're not supplying me nothing, so you ain't gonna be demanding nothing out of me. Like that, no, I'm not, that's another thing that I'm not with. I'm not gonna go and spend $800 or $900 on a PlayStation 5. You ain't add no video games, you ain't add no PlayStation Plus, no headset, no extra controllers. You're pretty much just wasting my time when you sit down and think about it. And I think that's how a lot of people just have to view it. I'm gonna make that into a video. You are wasting a person's time when you're buying up a bunch of PlayStation 5s, Xbox Series X or S's, and not letting people that actually want to play it buy it so they can do something with it. You're sitting down letting it collect dust. Because I'm like, I think with those situations, the thing can't be opened up or anything. And I'm like, if that's the case where it's like, it can't be, I'm like, fam, I don't want no used PlayStation. I could go up to GameStop's if I wanted to get me a used PlayStation. But that's the thing. You can't go up to GameStop's and get you no used PlayStation 5. Because why? Everybody wants to buy them all up. I swear, it's like with this sneaker game, it like, when just seeing how people act with shoes and like Jordans and all that, it honestly, it shouldn't have surprised me how people were acting with the PlayStation 5s and Xboxes. I'm just glad and grateful that I was able to get my Xbox. I'm hoping that they do different stuff with it, because I just honestly, with the Xbox, I'm kind of wishing I would have bought a PlayStation 5. It probably, like, because I just feel like there's more, there's better gaming options. And a lot of the games that I did get, I can get them on the PlayStation if I wanted to. So that's why I actually wanted to talk on about my phone. So I know I said I'll never get me another iPhone, but because of content creating reasons, I might have to go out and get me another iPhone. Because here's the thing with the camera quality on the Galaxy. And if you guys know me, I'm big on TikTok. I'm big on a lot. Well, I'm not like big, like everybody knows me, but I'm big on like using the app. So with me is like, I want the best, the best of the best quality, because TikTok has it, well, on the Galaxy phones, and I was seeing that as a video where they was like they explained it to people, like, why is it the quality, like with Galaxy phones, like when they go on like a app, why is the quality so bad? Like, why is it so bad on Instagram or TikTok or Snapchat or whatever? And so it turns out that they're using like a double camera feature to record. Instead of just going through one camera, they're using they're screen recording the camera option, or the camera, so that's why the quality looks all bad. And I'm like, bro, there ain't even no reason to even do all of that. For what reason? Why? Like, nah, you ain't got it. If I wanted to have something screen recorded, I'll do that myself. But I'm like, y'all don't need to do, and that's why the quality looks so bad. But no, I was like, I remember when I would record videos off of my iPhone, I was like, it was perfectly fine. There was like an anti-shake thing, like the camera quality. If I had to say, like, between both like phones, definitely with iPhone, because that's all they focus on is the camera. But I'm like, the rest of the phone is just, it's not good. And that's why I'm like, I really don't want to do that and go out and get me another iPhone, because I'm like, the rest of the phone ain't even good. Like, it's only good for the camera. And so I'm like, man, I'm gonna need that phone for texting, I'm gonna need that phone for music, I'm gonna need that phone for a lot of different reasons. And I'm like, they just got it set up where it's like, nah, like if you got that phone, or if you got iPhone, you just only gonna be able to use it for the camera. You ain't gonna be able to use it for nothing else. But anyways, no, this was actually pretty cool though, doing like a gaming and chatting thing. It kind of is like, I think I might do that on my Twitch streams and stuff, because I'm like, my Twitch streams have been kind of boring. So who knows, I might just have my Twitch streams where it's just a podcast thing, and then I just, kind of treat it like a podcast instead of like treating it like, oh, just wait for people to jump in and say stuff. Just be talking all throughout and then post it as like live. I had to like figure out how to like rewire everything and kind of, or I could I could do that, like record it, make sure the game audio is at a low volume, but then and make sure that my voice is at a higher volume so it'd be like easier to hear and stuff, and then be playing video games and then turn it into a podcast episode and things. So you might hear like a lot of different racing stuff going on, but anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on the podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. Make sure you subscribe to one of my 36 YouTube channels. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Instagram at TMossBoss. And make sure you follow my Facebook page at TMossBoss fan page. Also, if you're purchasing any tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will knock $20 off your next purchase. And if you are purchasing anything from Epic Games, make sure you use my supported creator code TMossBoss. And in the meantime, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.